All right, pleasure to have on the show today Chris Taylor Brown, lead singer of Trapt. Chris, what's up?
What up?
Now, we were just talking off the air a second ago. You were in Palm Springs for Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day, yes. It was quite nice, yes.
Was it romantic? You're treating the lady to a nice little time?
Yes. Brought my wife out there, and we had a great time. We went to a place called, I don't know, it was called Turtle Rock or something with a turtle in there.
It wasn't the barracks, was it?
We got in there like 9 or 10 or something like that. I stayed at some cool hotel. I can't remember the name of it. And went to some place and just had a blast. And I love Palm Springs, man.
Now you guys have a new album coming out on October 12th called No Apologies. What can you tell us about this thing? What were we going to expect from the new Trapt album?
The new Trapt album is got a lot of edge to it, and we really wanted to just rock as hard as we could on this one, and not like death metal or anything like that. I don't know if we're really into that stuff, but just a lot of hard grooves, and a lot of the lyrics really, talk about just being who you are, and doing what you think is right, and just not having any qualms about that, and not letting other people sway your decisions one way or another. And when you make that decision, don't apologize for it.
Now, does Rob bring a heavier edge to the album?
Yeah, I think, it's just basically, any record we put out, it's just kind of a snapshot into what we're going through as a band and what kind of music we're listening to and where we want to go musically. And this record, all four of us were like, hey, let's just make a record that rocks. And the music that we were writing was just was rocking, and it was just what was coming from our hearts at the time, and Rob coming in and being a new guitar player, and we knew him for a long time because he was in a band with our drummer before our drummer joined Trapt, Monty, and that was many years ago, and so we knew Rob pretty well, and when he joined the band, it just clicked really well, and he brought a really hard edge too. But also at the same time, a lot of melody and a lot of, just cool, chord structures and all that kind of stuff,
This is Chris Taylor Brown, lead singer of Trapt, on the phone with us today. Now, we got to go back a little bit. Headstrong was voted the #1 alternative rock song of the decade by Billboard. Did you guys get a plaque for that or anything? And if you did, do you show it off saying, hey, bands who released any song in the decade of 2000 to 2010, we are better than you?
No, we just say that.
You just say, you don't carry the plaque around.
We just go up to bands and go, hey, I just want to let you know something.
we are better than you, according to Billboard.
We're just better than you, just because we're better looking,
Now, you announced the album release on Facebook, and you released a bunch of music digitally. Do you see a day in the very near future when bands don't release albums, they just release singles on the internet?
You know what? I don't think that's ever going to happen with rock bands, because when you listen to a rock album, you got, if you're into the band, like I said before, it's like you're kind of listening to a snapshot in a couple years of that band's life, and like a lot of bands' first records are, maybe 5 or 6 years of what they've gone through, for the, and they might have some big hits on there because they've been writing their whole life for that one record. But I think with a band that can keep making records, and keep making their fans happy, I think, the fans look at that and they want to know what the lyrics are about and what the band members have gone through and all this kind of stuff. And every time that a good band makes a record, I think that it's got to be a different record than the record before. It can't sound exactly the same, and it's got to be a different style, because every 2 years, 2 years is a long time. I think people change. People will become, they either find themselves even more than they have, or they forget about all the things that they really don't like about themselves and what they've been doing, and do what they really want to do. And I think, this record is definitely that snapshot. So that's what it's all about. And I think that bands need to keep making full records, because once we start making singles, then we're just like a, Backstreet Boys or a pop band or something like that. You got to make records that mean something, and then you got to go out live and perform those records,
That's Chris from Trapt. Definitely agree with you on pretty much every single point you hit. You're preaching to the choir here. What are the tour plans? I haven't seen anything announced about Trapt going on tour to support the album.
Well, right now I think we are heading out with Papa Roach for probably a bit over a month. I think like 25 shows or something like that. And,
now those guys took you out when you guys
the last show we're going to play is in Anaheim, November 2nd. At the House of Blues, and that should be a good time. So, anybody who is in Palm Springs should make it out to that show.
Yeah, we'll have to check it out. Papa Roach took you guys out when you were in high school.
Yeah, we played a few shows with them.
Just young guys, man.
Right when we first started playing.
What was it like on the road with Papa Roach when you were high school kids?
Me and my buddies in the band, went and watched when we were 15, and it was like, man, we got to get up there, And a year later, we were up on the stage with them, so it was pretty cool.
What was that like, being high school kids, rock stars?
It was awesome. Just when you're a kid, you're all about, what music style you're into, and usually, if you're a musician, you're going to start playing at that time too, and what kind of music you want to actually play. And I think for us, we in Trapt, at least for me as a singer and guitar player and stuff, I wanted to make songs that just rocked and just had a groove to it that just made you want to, bob your head up and down or get off the ground, And just seeing shows in San Jose at these little clubs, there are like 300 people, and just seeing the energy in there, just, cemented that and just be like, this is definitely what I want to do with the rest of my life. And, we used to play. There was another band called Dredge who went to our high school, and there's a bunch of cool Northern California bands, Death Towns and all that kind of stuff, and just it really influenced us to do what we do, to just go to those shows and just see how much energy was going on. Like, not even so much like sound-wise with these bands, just what they were able to do with a crowd, and just wanting to just get a crowd off even harder,
What kind of shows are you checking out this summer, Chris? You go out to a bunch of concerts and stuff like that?
I don't know, man. We've been doing the Trapt Day. We've played a few awesome shows with some other awesome bands. So last show we played was, we've been doing some summer warm-up dates for the tour coming up. And we played with Alice in Chains and Limp Bizkit, which was pretty cool. When I was a kid, I was totally into Limp Bizkit, and just seeing them, play some of those older songs, some of the newer songs was cool. And then Alice in Chains, and then I don't think there's one Alice in Chains song I don't love, So
right on. That's
even without Lane Staley, the singer they have now.
Oh yeah, Sean, Jerry, and Mike still kick ass on Alice in Chains, dude. That's Chris from Trapt. Chris, we thank you for stopping by the show, and next time you're in Palm Springs, if the wife will let you out, we'll have to get together or something.
Anytime, man.
All right, rock on, bro. Thanks.
Right on.
Later.